Well, I want to give you an update as to what has been happening with our relief efforts the last 48 hours. We've been raising funds and mobilizing partners in the Philippines where they are responding to the historic and catastrophic typhoon. Really a history-making piece of weather that happened there. Yesterday, if you were watching and listening, you heard me talking on the phone live to Dr. David Sobrepena, the pastor of Word of Hope Church in Manila, the largest church in the Philippines, and a friend of mine for the last 13 years. Over the last 13 years, David and I have been training Christian leaders through the former organization I worked with, Equip. And many of those leaders come from the Cebu area where this tragedy has taken place and where many of the goods and relief efforts are being positioned and stationed to get out to people who are experiencing tremendous need. David talked to us live on the phone. We've interacted with him by email. He's been able to send us photographs and pictures. And just before we went to air today, just moments ago, I got a text message from him. I'm going to read it. This is not rehearsed here. So this is just as it flows from the phone. But here's what he said, just is happening right now, 12 hours difference. So it's there in the nighttime as he writes this. He says, nothing prepared me for what I saw, the complete destruction of the metro city of Tacloban and the adjacent town. Multitudes of people walking on the streets, lined with many dead bodies. People looking like zombies, out trying to find food and water. We have to wear surgical masks. And then he says, I'll be sending videos and photos once internet is available. One more thing to tell you what's happening. He said, we are providing support right now in getting 58 doctors who will arrive tomorrow at the site, 58 physicians. This will be the first wave of our relief mission beyond the initial giving of food and water. Then he says to you, thank you for giving. He will go on and say here that they are on their way trying to mobilize pastors, getting pastors back up on their feet, because these pastors are obviously the ones who are going to be able to reach out effectively and efficiently in the community, mobilizing people who are hurting, wounded, lonely. The footage is just tragic to see. People that are just destitute. People, as I've said before, who already were at a place that they had nothing, and now they have even less. Here's what can happen. If you'll call us at 1-800-265-3100, that number is 1-800-265-3100, and if you will give the largest possible gift you can, we will send 100% of that gift. We're not going to hold anything back. We're going to send 100% of that gift on to our partners, Dr. Sobrepena, Word of Hope in the Philippines. Here is another wonderful aspect. The Canadian government, in the context of our ability to be able to form and function and deliver in the Philippines, will match that which you give. And so if you will help us, it's like doubling your money. Yes, that's wonderful and important, but we live in a real world where real dollars matter. And here's a way for us to double the investment, double our impact, and make a difference. I need you to help us. We at Crossroads need you to help us. We have the right people on the ground. They know what to do. They're doing it now. We've got to get money so that they can get water and food and stationing to the proper places, to the proper people. 1-800-265-3100, 1-800-265-3100. Please help make a difference in the lives of people who are wounded and hurting in the Philippines.